So today we're here at Robin Hood Stride. We've been thinking for a few years now we wanted to get all the Psychi athletes together for a bit of a session, so we thought we'd head up here and get everyone together and get some footage. My name is Ben and I am the owner at Psychi. So I started climbing when I was about 8 or 9 years old, just at a local sort of climbing club with the kids. And then when I was 17, I think, I started working at a local climbing wall. I never thought I was going to own a company and run a business, but sort of when the opportunity arose and I started doing it, it certainly is something that I've loved doing. I've never looked back. I really thought if we ever get around to sponsoring people, I want to do it in a different way and have it more of it as a close-knit family sort of unit and meet up with the people, so we're not just a brand, they sort of know the faces behind it as well. So yeah, I just wanted to go about it in a different way, and we started sort of getting a few Psychi team members on, probably after the first year of being a company. So.
Chalk bag and chalk, and we always forget shoes and things.
Oh god, yeah. I started climbing because I used to be a mountaineer and I had to learn how to climb to do a bunch of the mountains that I couldn't do. And I had to get good at it so I didn't embarrass myself.
I like to climb because I have a pretty different mindset to climbing with Daniel does. Like, I enjoy training and working really hard and then seeing that pay off.
I enjoy the social side of it. I love talking to people and making mates and stuff. Like, I also love training hard, but like, top thing for me is friends and stuff.
Cut that. I don't hate my job, but I love climbing more.
A colleague at work just asked me if I wanted to go climbing one day, and I said, yeah, why not? Went and loved it, and I've done it ever since. And that was 5 or 6 years ago, I think.
Guys that run Psychi are top blokes. The products that they do, climbing the boulder mats, and chalk's brilliant. T-shirts are really nice as well, and it's just a nice brand to be able to promote. This is my first time here. It's a really nice place. There's a lot of brick hard boulders, a lot of slabs.
Too many slabs.
I've been on the Psychi team since I joined uni, so when I was 19, so that's 4 years now. It's great, love being part of the crew, and it's great to meet loads of different people from different locations.
I think my favourite piece of Psychi equipment is probably the trifold pad. You know, it's light, basic, fairly cheap, you know, just does the job. Cool. You know, I'm pretty excited for some trips next year. We're planning on going to Font again in March. Quite keen to test out the new pad that's coming out soon. You know, it's going to have some new features, a couple of little improvements.
Since joining Psychi, I noticed there's a big focus on supporting younger athletes now, which is really great. Good to see the new generation coming through. And I really like the way Psychi support climbing films as well, investing a lot of money in people going away on trips, not just the competition side of things.
I started it on my own and ran it on my own for a few years, but we've now got 2 other lads. So we've got James, who works with us now, who sort of does all our marketing type stuff and deals with our athletes as well. And yeah, he's a valuable member of the team, and he's also a friend that I knew before he started working. I've climbed with him for years, so it's nice to have a friend on board as well. And we've got another lad called Rick on, who deals with all sort of our video editing type stuff and our social media and doing all that as well. So yeah, we've got a good little team. There's 3 of us at the moment, and then obviously we've got a few other people outside that do a bit of freelance work. But yeah, it's the 3 of us. It's a good little team.
We're currently at Rockover Climbing Centre in Manchester, and we're doing some filming with all of our sponsored athletes. My name is James Parry, and my official role, I would actually say, is Business Development and Marketing Manager, which I know is an extremely corporate term, but we had to call me something. So I guess that role encompasses, my main role is managing the athletes, the sponsored athletes that we have, organising days out, making sure they've got all the kit they need, checking in with them every couple of months.
My granddad first took me climbing when I was 2, and then I properly got into it when I was about 4, so I've been climbing for technically 14 years, nearly 15 years.
Well, I first joined at the start of the year and now I've been in the Psychi family for 9 months. Well, they've got great friends and I like to support me and promote me, and I like hearing the wall chalk on the wall and they give me free chalk.
I really enjoyed the social side of it, being able to make new friends and get help with coming and climbing with some people, get advice.
One thing that I thought was very important when I first took over managing the athletes was to keep in touch with them. So I'd try and schedule a call with them every 2 or 3 months to see how they're getting on. If they've got any feedback in terms of products, what they like, what they don't like, what we don't currently make, that they have used or seen other people use that we can take on board and look to develop. Obviously we get contacted each week, inundated with requests for sponsorships. It's so hard to say yes to some and no to others, but it's great when people do get in contact and then keep in touch, which is what we love and how we make the decisions of who to take on board. People who climbing really hard, really passionate about the sport, make a lot of effort on, say, social media and promote themselves as well, which I feel is important for a company, not just for the athletes to promote us, but for us to support them.
Well, I used to climb on my mum's door frames and her settees and stuff. I enjoy it because all the people there are really nice and they do good equipment.
In terms of products, I would say we're constantly evolving in terms of our range, quality and design, and that again mainly comes from feedback from our athletes, which is invaluable because they're out there using our gear every day, destroying it, which is great because then we can learn what works, what doesn't work, and they might think, oh actually I've seen this on another product, so that could be a cool add-on. So then we take all that back and we love designing new products in terms of short bags, the bouldering pads, clothing especially. Everyone loves wearing different t-shirts and beanies and stuff, and it's nice having that creative aspect to the role because it's not something I've ever done before. So I found that quite a nice challenge to take on board, whether it's good feedback that you get. People say, oh I hate that colour, or I don't like that design, and it's great, you think, oh yeah, that works, that doesn't work.
I have a lot of pairs of climbing shoes, there's probably about 4 in my bag. Mainly they're just old smelly ones that I've not taken out. And maybe I'll have a comp pair and a pair of training.
I started climbing when my mum's friend took me because she was really into outdoor sports and everything. Really loved it. Started going back a bit more regularly. I was at Raffle the first time and then continued there for the next 10 years.
Been on the Psychi team for flipping ages. I think about 4 or 5 years when it first started. I think my favourite thing is that it's actually a bit of a community. We meet up with Ben and James a lot, and meet the other athletes. I think that's really nice to feel part of a team.
The support that you get, everyone that's involved in it is super psyched for you, whatever you do, so it's nice.
We've had a lot of climbers over the years get in contact with us and sort of almost just say, I want free stuff, please send me stuff and I'll tag you on Instagram type thing. And it's never really been about that for us. We want climbers who are passionate about it, and youngsters as well, because getting equipment isn't always cheap. So if we can help youngsters where we can, and if it means they can go to competitions and things, and just help them where we can. And with the Olympics coming up as well, we want to sort of nurture them younger climbers and help them get through, and hopefully in a few years' time they'll look back and thank us for the help if they're stood on podiums. Yeah.